My other thing is like, don't be charging that price and you don't got no damn barber's license either, nigga.
Look, see them hating ass niggas talking, tell them niggas stop it. Move back, baby, run down Texas. Off the perky, boy, I'm dangerous. I'm in a double R, shit look like a spaceship. Everything is up good. Should have posted my mix.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Redact this show. I'm your host, Feeq or Feeq, with my co-host, my other host.
Your co-host Dane in the building. Man, shout out for everybody rocking with us again. Episode 74. And it's John. Before we get started, we really love doing this. So appreciate everyone for supporting us. Sorry about that. Appreciate everyone for supporting us. Make sure you guys, like, share, rate us a 5-star, and make sure you go and tune into our reels, our TikToks, and things of that nature. And like I said earlier, make sure you're really telling your peers, word of mouth does work. And, let them know there's a podcast out here where it's just two niggas talking about nerd shit. With that being said, Feeq, I'll let you take over this one. This next thing we're about to do was more so Feeq's idea, so I'll let him kind of explain what we're about to do.
Well, yeah. So, one day I was just chilling, sitting at the crib thinking, sometimes you got to ask the people, like, what's going on in their lives. So pretty much I went on IG, asked two separate questions. The first question was, what is the wildest thing you've overheard? And then the second question was stuff that you hate as an adult. And we got around total like 90 something responses.
Damn.
Some of the stuff definitely people repeated. So like some of the stuff I'm gonna kind of like, I'll say if it was like, okay, a lot of people said this one, but we got a lot more for what did we hate as an adult. Some people was typing some crazy stuff, and I'll preface this before we're gonna read off I'll try to keep reading off the question again as I say it, but we're gonna start off with wildest thing you overheard. So we're gonna start off with what's the wildest thing you overheard? This person said, a nigga randomly walked up to me and told me we could run a train on this white girl walking by at HCC.
What? Walking by. Yeah, that's some crazy. I don't. If someone told me that shit at work, I'm like, nigga, get the fuck.
I wouldn't react. I'd be like, I'm like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Oh man. Okay. The next one, and this is funny. You'll get this one. So, what's the wildest thing you've heard? You see that chick with the fat ass? Yeah, I hit that. Want to see the video?
Oh my! Who said that?
You want to know? It did.
I know what. Yeah, that's some weird ass. That's some lame ass shit. That was some weird ass shit. I'm like, nigga, I would never see you or this person again.
Yeah, and so
I'm like, you really flexing for some strangers.
Yeah, context to that one. That's the only one I'm gonna give context to. But context to that one, when we was at DreamCon, somebody walked up to us randomly, bro. Randomly, we walk into another exhibit or something, and this random
we were going towards one.
Yeah, and this random nigga just walked up to us, happy as hell, and said that to us, and we always just like, "What the fuck are you on?"
I'm like, you're the reason why niggas shit on anime, nigga. You're the reason. I'm like, and mind you, like Feeq said, this was unprovoked. We did not talk to this person, but this was a complete stranger.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's wild.
Okay, next one. Wildest thing you heard. He got pussy while he was locked up in prison. Houseway.
Oh, hey, he took some from somebody.
That nigga was Yeah.
That pussy. That's what he took. Not that other shit. That pussy.
Oh my god. Next one. Does BBL ass taste the same? I don't know.
I almost answered that seriously because I'm like, I would know. That was my answer. I'm like, this is what someone else heard. So I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Next one. Wildest thing you heard. Wait, if it says positive, does that mean I have COVID?
Oh shit. No, nigga, it means you don't got COVID. Yes, it means that. What the? That's like saying, oh, it's positive. That means I don't have STD, right?
I know, nigga. Go get it.
I positively don't have it.
Go get your medicine. That's crazy because I know it was a lot of niggas like that during COVID. Because I'm guessing this was probably like in like a school setting or something. So you in the same room as this nigga, and he just practically said he positive with COVID right near you. Like, you're like, oh shit,
what? You thought it was a test. Like, yeah, you passed. You don't have COVID. You passed the COVID test, actually.
All right, next one. Wildest thing you've heard. They put answers phone call. I guess the person next to him answered the phone call. Yeah, he had a smaller unit than all his homeboys.
What? That is crazy. I'd be like, oh shit. I would hate to be him. I would hate to be one. I would hate to know dude and like know that girl and she's talking about someone that I know. I'm like, damn, bro. They talking about you in the group chat, nigga. Yeah, they talking about you in the group chat, dog.
All right, next one. Okay, wildest thing you heard. After getting a haircut, one of my friends said, damn, my barber fucked the shit out of my back.
Hey. That was one of the ones where he thought it sounded good in his head, but I could only imagine him saying that out loud. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, that sounded a lot better in my head.
Oh my goodness. I'm not even repeating that.
My barber fucked the shit out of my back. Hey,
like, what?
Pause.
No Diddy, bro. All right, next one. Wildest thing you heard. Your girl not ugly. I'd hit that shit for sure.
Yeah, if you were like one of you told me that shit about idea, I'd have to look at you sideways. I'm like,
nigga,
I don't need to hear that from you, but
nigga, that haymaker's coming out of left field.
Well, you get a hit to that noggin.
All right, wildest thing you heard somebody say. Someone referring to orange chicken and rice as alien food. I just noticed you said this one.
Yeah, that was me, man. I just found that shit. There's a crazier shit that I've heard at work, but that one just came to my mind. I remember passing by. We're going in the cafe, and it's just like people on my right side. No, I'm going in the cafe, go to the bathroom, leave the bathroom, and then as I'm leaving, there are people at the table on my left. One of them was like, yeah, man, they just got weird shit every day. Like, just got this orange chicken and this orange stuff on this chicken. Like, it must be some alien food or something. It literally was just chicken curry and rice. It was just curry chicken and rice. That's what the shit was. That's what they had in the cafe. But it had some masala type sauce on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, nigga thought it was alien food. I'm like, okay.
They got weird shit every day. I'm not gonna lie, that's funny as fuck. Was they was this color. It was palm.
Yeah, they definitely were.
Yeah.
They all were that ethnicity.
Okay.
So that was pretty crazy.
we got a few more just for this one, for this question. So next one, wildest thing you want to say. Person said they want to go to a Diddy party. I mean, yeah.
Please just stop with the Diddy jokes. Like, I'm tired of joking about this nigga Diddy, dog. Like, this man is not a good person.
He a super
Stop
villain.
with the no Diddy's, all the no bullshit. I don't tolerate that bullshit. Diddy party my ass, okay.
All right, I got I think it's just two more. Wildest thing you heard. They said someone called me a steamed dumpling. I hate him forever. He will rule the day. You know who that is?
Oh man, yeah, I do. Love you too.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Last one for this section. Wildest thing you heard or overheard. She refuses to eat onions but loves sucking balls.
That is like a crazy trade-off. Because it's like, so you do this stuff, but eating onions on anything is just crossing the line. You would hate to have onion breath, but you don't have nut breath. Sack breath. You about to get scurvy from someone's unclean scrotum, but you won't eat no damn onions. Okay.
Niggas is scurvy.
Okay.
Oh man.
Hey, do what it do. Do what you do. But watch my shoes.
All right. That was that's that for that question. So the next question is things we hate as adults or things you hate as an adult. I'll say this
Before
right
you
now.
go into that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before you go into that, one thing I heard at work that was very like, what the fuck, was someone telling me, and they leaned in as they're telling me this. They're like, I'm taking XYZ supplements, and not gonna lie, it's having me like really hungry and horny too at work. Like, I just can't control myself. I just gotta.
Nigga, I'd call.
Give a fuck about you getting the whole mid. Why are you telling me that?
I'll call it HR.
What the hell you telling me that?
And why they leaned in? Now I'm uncomfortable.
Because it wasn't safe for work. And I'm like, why are you telling me? What do you want me to do with this information? Because I ain't gonna help you out. So I don't even know what I said after that. I was just like,
I would have just been like, okay, I guess.
What do you say to some shit like that?
You just gotta like dismiss this conversation damn near. You just be like, okay, sure. To try to turn away or leave.
Yeah. But that was my one I wanted to say on top of the alien food.
Bet. Okay, so the next question: things we hate as adults, or things you hate as adults. So I'll say this right now: quite a few people said bills, taxes, and like housing stuff. So I'm gonna try not to read those. So let me go to the fucking beginning.
Regular adult.
Yeah, regular adult stuff. Bills,
adult stuff. I
boy, them bills whooping ass.
Before this month, for like the last definitely 6 months, if not, no, probably for the last year, I was spending like damn near almost $1,000 in total car payment, like car note plus car insurance. State Farm, I'm talking to you. Y'all, fuck y'all. Fuck State Farm at this point. Because y'all fuck me, bro. So, let me give y'all some context on that. So, got a new car before I came out here, 2023, whatever. Got the car note. I expected the car note to be high because it's a new car. And, I got a good rate on it thanks to my dad. And, the car insurance, prior to State Farm, I wasn't on no insurance, like car insurance. So I understood it being somewhat high. All the quotes I was getting was around like in the 200s to 250s. So I got a quote for State Farm initially for like 280. So I'm like, okay, that's what I expected. That's what I budgeted. Fine, whatever. For those first 2 months of my policy, I was paying that. Then out of nowhere, the shit jumped to like 480, like
what?
4 something in just car insurance.
4?
Car insurance. It was in the 400s.
Nigga, they thought you was driving Megatron. The fuck?
I'm like, what is going on? So I had to kind of suck it up because,
hey yo,
I had to deal with it because like if I would have it would have been around the same with any other car insurance people do that. So around 400, then it dropped, but it went to like 3 something. So that plus my car note was like, well, car note is $500. So that 500 plus the 36 now with State Farm with those 2 policies, I'm like, I'm so ready to find new providers. On top of the fact, I'm in a whole other state now. That insurance was for me being in Houston. If I was to get an accident up here, they wouldn't claim my shit because I'm not in Houston. So I'm paying all that money just to really not even be insured. So I'm like, yeah. So I was finally able to switch. Shout out Progressive. Now my my monthly insurance payment is like 80 something. No, like I think $90. Whereas before it was like $330.
Hey man, I'm about to
I don't know the math on that. I just know I'm saving a good $200 a month in just total car payment after that. So yeah, just my message, fuck State Farm for that. Y'all childish for that. And yeah. Just bills. And fuck credit score. I'm sorry to go on this tangent, but it's like all this adult shit it's just infuriating. You tell me every month I gotta pay a landlord to be somewhere. And if I don't, I got to get evicted and it goes on it feels like damn near everything is affected by your credit score. Like student loan debt. Oh my goodness. Fuck student loans too.
You know that's one of the ones people said on here. Student loans.
Student loans. I paid now my student loan payment altogether is a little under like $420 a month for both my loans. So you don't know how happy I'll be having to pay that stuff. I don't think for the people who don't have student loans, don't have to worry about that. I don't think you understand how great of a feeling that is.
Yeah, because I have not started paying them hoes. They gonna have to catch me.
Yeah, so it's just like that's just on you. You can't file bankruptcy for that. They will get their money some way. They're gonna find Feeq after this and just rob it.
They gonna pull up with a black van. Uncle Sam gonna grab it.
They're going to get that money some way.
Oh,
so that's just this, and it's just like it always hurts coming out of your account because it's like if you don't pay it, it fucks up your credit. If you pay it off too soon, it fucks up your credit because you don't have any loans. And it's just this whole credit shit is just damn near a scam. But thankfully, still have some good credit, even though some of them may or may not have been late, but they were not delinquent. That's the key. What I've understood is like as long as they don't hit delinquent, then you're good. But yeah, I'm sorry to go on that rant.
No, you good. That leads into the questions anyway. So things. I'll just re-say the question. The question was things we hate or things you hate as an adult. So We said bills. We said student loans. Someone said doctor's appointments. I got over that, like making doctor appointments, because I kind of had to do that like when I was like younger. My mom would be like, "Nah, you got to go make it yourself." I'd be like, "Damn," or she'll have me on the phone and she'll be there and I'll be trying to like explain like I need to set an appointment, and she'll just be looking at me trying to explain it. I'll be like, "I think I'm doing this wrong."
Yeah, I know I need to set one up, at least, especially for the dentist, because I still need to get this crown shit covered. So, but it's like another thing I low key hate: paid time off, or how certain jobs do PTO. I make good PTO, but it's like right now it's like, well, if I wanted to take a doctor's appointment, I'd have to put in PTO for X amount of days. I don't have sick days or vacation days. It's just PTO.
Oh, damn.
So I would just hate to waste like 4 hours on the fucking doctor's appointment. But it just depends on your boss. Sometimes they care, sometimes they don't. And it just depends on like the amount of work we have in. But yeah, that's one thing that I find just a little bit annoying.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one. Someone said, going to the store with kids and them looking at you. Sound like you just hate kids.
That always happens to me. I almost feel like I want to buck at him one time. I'll just like make some faces at him.
Yeah.
Because it was one time it was like a couple of days ago. I'm at a store and like these kids ran by and like two of them were just looking at me. I had like the sudden urge to just like jump at them.
Just what you doing?
See what they would have done.
They started screaming.
Yeah.
Knitter. He's a knitter.
He's a knitter.
Oh man. Next one, they said things you hate as an adult: having to talk to people before 6 a.m. I guess. So I didn't read all these before. I just screenshotted them. Someone said things I hate as an adult. They said I hate white people's opinions, not white people as a whole, though.
You know what? I can get behind that because some of them would just have the most boneheaded takes on like some of the most, I'm trying to find a word for it, but like some of the most simplest shit that just requires, straightforward opinions and thinking. They'll come up with the craziest shit. And I'm like, nigga, that's not what we're talking about. Like, what are you talking about? So yeah, some of they just be talking about bullshit about something that does not have anything to do with the topic or discussion.
All right, next one. They said something I hate as an adult. They put the CEO of Twitter. they put actress in his name. Next one, they said all politicians. I understand that one.
Yeah,
because these bums don't be doing shit. Things I hate as an adult. They said Israel.
No,
I agree.
I agree too, but they got the fucking.
Oh yeah, they got
the One Piece. They'll find our ass and
they gonna say hate speech.
Yeah. Anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitic. We're anti-Semites.
Oh, next thing this person said, good Lord. They said they hate interracial couples unless they're cool with them.
I want to know who said that. You gotta tell me now, but I'll let know.
You know who said it.
But, huh?
You know who said it. Hold on. Who just sent something in our group chat? I'm about to because I feel like I had a feeling. I'm about to just thumbs down a message they sent. You saw that?
I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm not gonna say I agree, but I will say there's a shit ton of them in Kansas City. There's a shit ton of interracial couples here in Kansas City.
Hey man, love.
I remember one
love
time.
rules.
I think I said this on the pod, but I know it was one time I was at the store and I seen 3 within the span of my time being at Walmart. I'm like, what the fuck? Where are y'all coming? It's like there's interracial couples. Like it's almost like wild card and wild card. You get just different races together. You got black women, white men, white women, black men. You got Asian women and white nigga. Like it's pick your race. You'll see that here. And it's just crazy, like seeing them and like their whole families too. I'm like, man, that's America right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is what our founding fathers fought for.
Land of the free, baby.
Yeah. Seeing their mixed babies take over this country.
All right, next one.
But I'm not anti-Semitic.
You had to free. Oh my god. I can't even talk. Next one. Things you hate as an adult. People who lack self-awareness in public spaces, especially at airports. Yeah, that's true.
I agree with that one.
Things you hate as an adult. They said there's not enough time to work 8 hours, work out, eat right, and have a social life at the same time.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Things you hate as an adult. They say you. Oh God. What did I do? Oh shit. My bad. Damn.
Damn, you got ops.
I guess.
As long as your ops ain't my ops. Actually, your ops are my ops, because if a nigga got a problem with me, they got a problem with me. I'll fly down there, use the taser, and whoop them. Exactly. Actually, I'll just have a conversation. I'm like, what did Feeq do to you, man? Come on, bro. We can't be fighting amongst each other. We gotta stick together.
Things you hate as an adult. People who always bring up stuff from high school.
I hate that too, because I'm like, nigga, we're at least at this point, that shit happened 10 plus years ago.
Yeah.
10, 11 years ago. And it's just like, we're past that time. Like, that's the equivalent of like niggas still having their huddle link in their profile, having they huddle highlights and shit.
Like, give it up.
Or just still showing they huddle highlights on their snaps or their IG stories. I'm like, nigga, we are grown adults now. You not in the league. Give it up.
We are worried about paying these taxes, niggas.
Exactly. You're just like the rest of us. You ain't getting no Supermax.
All right, next one. Things you hate as an adult. They said girls with ugly feet.
Oh, man.
All right.
I mean, hey, if they like feet, they like feet then. Just don't have no ugly feet around them.
They said things they hate as an adult. They said Monday through Friday. The next one said things they hate as an adult. Boomers.
That's funny.
They said, good Lord. Things they hate as an adult. A fine woman with an ugly child.
Who said that? Oh my God!
I'll send you who said it. Oh, bro, this one. Okay, I didn't even read this one, but this one for sure. They said the prices of haircuts after 2020. They said $25 for an edge of his fucking dumb.
Oh my goodness! That's why I'm so thankful for my barber John the barber. I'm so thankful for him. I'll make sure to tip him good every time I see him when I get a haircut. He's been holding it down price wise and fade wise since high school. She never complained. You know, pay him his little. Now I go up increments more now. One of my coworkers, I was telling him like about the barber that I go to out here because his prices are like 50 a cut.
Yeah.
So I'll usually tip him like 60, which is a lot. But he cuts good, and that's the only person who I trust cutting my cowlick and shit. But he was like, my coworker was like, I mean, you making big money now, like you can pay for that, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm like, I hate when you make sense, but I don't want to pay $60 fucking for some shit. Like we just said last podcast, how people now are just generationally broke and they're looking for any and every excuse to cut down on bullshit expenses, i.e., one of them being going to the movie theater. Now it's these high ass barber prices. And it's like some barbers are like that, where, they can somewhat warrant those prices. I think the problem is everyone thinks they're like that.
Bro.
And you're not.
Bro, when I tell you, so my barber, he cold. My barber, Tim cold. But some of these other barbers, I be seeing their prices. I be like, bro, 70, 80.
There's a barber that cuts next to my barber. He's this like TikTok influencer person. His base haircut is like $60 for a lineup, not even a full fade, not everything else.
You said 60 for a lineup?
$60.
Wallahi, I would never pay that. Wallahi, no. Fuck no. No, boy, go to hell.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, no.
60?
No.
Niggas, this whole come with a damn resume build up.
Base haircut is like, $65, $70. My thing is, if I'm paying that much for a haircut, I damn near expect it to last. I should not see you back in this chair for another month. My haircut should last for at least 3 weeks. Now, part of that is, the customer taking care of their hair, like brushing it and shit. But just the fade and the towel and you in a salon in that bitch. You got a hot towel and the shampoo. They wetting your hair. They brushing it for you. They got the whole smoke steam sauna on you. Just for the shit to be $100, and you back there in a week. No, not gonna be able to do it. Unless you are cutting like NBA or NFL, and I ain't talking about just niggas that are in the league. I'm talking superstars in the league. Unless you are cutting those kind of people, you should not be charging your prices like that. Like I said, if you're not like that. And my thing is, people in cosmetology know if they like that or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know if your services warrant the prices you're asking.
My other thing is like, don't be charging that price and you don't got no damn barber's license either, nigga. I'll get all this shit shut down. Boy, I'll call it bigger, better business. Calling the bureau, nigga. You think you about to charge me 70? Oh, we'll see. Oh man. Shit, things we hate as an adult. Someone said I hate seeing kids happy.
Yeah, we might need to call Buddy for help, bro.
You ever had like a really long day? And you see some kids playing in the street. You just like, bro, get the fuck out the way. I'm trying to get home.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. All right, next thing. Things you hate as adults. Someone who can't cook. That's what they said.
I mean, some people just haven't had the chance to learn yet. I'm not saying that's me, but I know that was when I moved out here, but I had to learn.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one. Things you hate as an adult. Person said my social security number. Right.
Why is it just ugly? It must be one of them social security numbers that ain't easy to remember. It must have like all these odd ass digits and numbers in it, like 897421856 whatever. Like it must be some shit like that, not easy to remember. Because that'd be the only reason why someone would hate it.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one. They said things you hate as an adult. Automated customer service.
I do hate that too. I'm like, oh my god, especially if I'm in the drive-through somewhere and it'll be like an automated voice, and I'm like, can I talk to a customer? Or even just when I'm talking to a bank and it's like, press 1 for checking, press
Bro.
2 for loan, press 3. Can I talk to a service member? I don't fuck
hate
all
them
this
hoes.
bullshit.
I will click every button to get to a service member. Even if it's the wrong department, I'll say, take me there first.
Yes.
And transfer my call.
Y'all can wire me there. Y'all can send me there. I don't need these robots. I'm tired of this wall of robots. I need to talk to a real person.
All right, next one. They said things you hate as an adult. Too many black people. What?
That's self-hate right there.
Black people.
Oh man.
All right.
Sounds like some self-hate.
Yeah.
Unless they're talking about like too much nigga shit going on.
That's the only thing I could think of them thinking.
Like if you're in an area where there's a lot of nigga shit going on, then okay. I can get behind you on that. But it's just like black people just being, just having a good time. You're a racist.
All right, next one. Things you hate as an adult. Rap before noon. I'm not gonna lie.
Like listening to rap before noon.
Yeah.
Well, he would hate me.
You know what's crazy? I just kind of started not listening to rap as much in the morning. Now I kind of only listening to it in the afternoon or night. It's kind of changed a lot of stuff.
Okay.
That man Dana said,
start listening to some.
Ain't gonna change me.
What?
I thought you gonna be like, ain't gonna change me.
Yeah, it's really not. I'm still gonna be listening to my good googly mooglies. Funny thing is, I have like this big ass speaker that I'll play in the mornings, and I mean morning. I mean like 6:30 in the morning, because that's when I got to get up to go to work. So I'll just be playing that music through the speaker, and it's got some bass to it. And I know these people next to me hear it, but I haven't had any.
Yeah, no complaints.
So I'm like, okay, well, there's a problem. I would hope they would tell me. Yeah, because I got some old neighbors under me, and then I don't know who's above me. I just know whenever they get to walking, I can hear it. But yeah.
Next one. These two go together, and it's funny. Things you hate as an adult: lame losers and lame niggas.
Was one of them mine?
The losers one was the loser one was IJ.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious that we both said the same thing.
When I saw that one and I screenshot it, I glanced at it, then I saw yours, I burst out laughing.
I'm like, just working at this job has really made me figure out how much I do not like just lame niggas. And I was talking to one of my friends. He was like, "Well, what makes the lame?" Some people might be like, what would you classify as a lame ass nigga? And to me, someone who is lame or just a lame ass nigga is like, at least at this age, we're at this age or this stage in our life, and you're still doing childish shit. Like you're still doing college shit, like college drama or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is lame. If you're lying about bullshit, that's lame. There's people at my job that do that shit, and I hate it. That's lame to me. If you have to lie to me or lie to other people and make it seem like you're this person that you're not, and I know you're not, I can see it on you, lame. That's lame activity to me. another thing, if your whole personality is revolved around one singular thing, i.e., if you make your whole personality about me, if about you being from Texas, or if you make your whole personality about just anime, or if you make if your personality is not multidimensional, that's lame to me. Because it's like, if that's all we can talk about, we can't be friends.
We ain't gonna be talking about a lot.
You can't talk about a lot. So that's just lame. And then just, I think, forcing trying to be funny, if that makes sense. Like, if you forcing it, that's lame.
Shit.
That's just lame. Another thing that's lame is niggas with bird mentality. That's lame to me. That's actually just weak. That's lame. That's stupid. That's just lame to me. If all y'all niggas in the group think the same, or if y'all got a leader of the friend group, quote unquote, that's lame to me. If all y'all niggas fucking the same women, lame. Actually, y'all dirty and y'all lame. So that's a double homicide. Feeq, what would you say are some things that make a lame ass nigga?
Lame? Well, you said most of them. That lion one is really a big one. I'm like, bro, you lame, bro. Like,
that shit is lame to me. And I've come to realize that I just hate that in people, especially at the stage we're at now. I'm like, we're too old to be acting like this, or we're not at that, because
we're not kids.
We're not kids, or we're not at that stage of our lives. Like, college mindset is different than work mindset. You may still be 22, but a 22-year-old in college, I think, is gonna function differently than a 22-year-old making in a salary job or in the workforce or having responsibility. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not saying we can't be cool, but there's a certain way to do it. One last thing is, like, kind of plays into the forcing, but because I believe, like, I guess if your delivery is bad, or like just delivery is off, that is low-key kind of lame to me in a little bit, because two people can say the same thing, but one person, it might sound good to the one person than it does to the other, just because the person saying it and like their delivery. I despise that. And losers. I don't. That's probably one of my biggest fears, to just be a loser in life. Because we just see too many of those now. And the problem is, social media is like giving those losers a platform to bring in other losers and lame ass niggas. So their voices are just getting bigger when y'all are still a loser. This clout, quote unquote, that y'all are getting is not making y'all any cooler. It's just highlighting the lameness even more. It's making y'all even more flagrantly lame and losers.
The biggest loser shit I've seen is whenever people be posting that fucking, it'd be like a group of niggas or a group of girls in like a room. They be having like the balloons or whatever.
Them 20v1s?
That's the biggest loser shit.
That is
the most
crazy to me.
If I see one of them hoes on like Twitter or something, I'd be like, bro, y'all losers, bro. I said, I can't.
I've never seen like an actual one. I don't really want to.
Yeah, I've only seen like I've seen like the short clips, but like if a clip pop up, I'd be like, bro, please get this shit off.
I've seen short clips of people roasting them, like saying how stupid that is and how embarrassed those participants should feel going on there, because it's like, you doing all this shit just for you're doing all that for attention, pretty much.
Yeah,
whether it's from the person that everyone's competing up against, or you're on this platform with an audience that people are gonna see, and you're doing all this crazy shit for your likes, clicks, whatever. Clout is one of the worst drugs in this space right now. Clout, not weed, not nicotine, not tobacco. It's clout.
Clout hit the streets worse than crack, nigga.
Yes.
Because some of these people will die over some views and clicks and stuff. I'm like, y'all are crash dummies.
Yeah. That's just lame. Like, lame is not... Being lame is so like nuanced and like multifaceted that it can't just be bogged down to like one thing. I think there's multiple things that make someone lame or a loser, like Ijoma said. That is hilarious. That's funny that we both essentially said the same thing. Like being a lame or a loser. That's crazy. And to top it all off, you know, you can kind of get away with some of that as a kid or a child because you can grow out of that.
Yeah.
As an adult, if you're still like that, A, you got friends that ain't really your friends because they're enabling it. I believe that 1000%. Your friends are the ones that are enabling your behavior. B, we're at this, like I said, this stage in our life, it's damn near too late to change. You can't teach an old dog new tricks at this point. Either they got it or they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, it's almost like they just gonna stay that. Yeah, sorry to go on that rant again.
No, you're good. Hey, man.
That stuff really pisses me off.
Hey, you ain't saying nothing but a word because that shit, I just be shaking my head. We got a few more. I'm not gonna say every single one of them, but someone said things they hate as an adult. They said Jackson.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Shout out to Jackson.
Shout out to Jackson.
Play for Keith's Pod.
You know what's funny? This is the one time I'm gonna say who said it. Greg said that shit. Oh man.
Shout out to Greg and Jack for the Play for Keith's Pod.
I need them to listen to this one so they both hear this so they can talk about it on their next show. They said things you hate as an adult, coming home to a messy crib. That's true.
That is true. It almost, yes, especially if it's something that, especially when it's your crib and it's like you're the one making the mess. I'm like, damn, I'm such a slob. I gotta clean this. That's how I kind of am. Like, I really don't let my apartment area get too dirty unless I'm like going through something mentally. And it's like, it's a real thing when people are like, clean space. You start thinking clearer.
Mm-hmm. Next one, they said things they hate as an adult, unemployed people.
Yeah, because they have too much time to be saying. It goes back to the lame and bullshit losers. It goes back. It's a cycle. It's a Ouroboros. It's a snake that is eating. It's all the same. You got unemployed niggas that have too much time to be talking about bullshit, and they've developed these lame traits just for them to realize they have a midlife crisis and they realize, oh my goodness, I'm a fucking loser. And there's nothing they can do about it. So they go back to social media saying some lame shit, and it's just, it never ends. It never ends. All because you don't have a job. And I'm not even trying to bash other jobs or salaries or degrees. I'm not talking about that. Just having a steady flow of income will do wonders, especially if it's some shit you actually like doing.
Mm-hmm. Or even
that's the main thing.
And I was gonna say, or even a hobby. That's another reason people don't have hobbies, or if they do have a hobby, that shit ain't a real hobby. You on Twitter posting all day.
Run club. They start running.
They need to go run out. They need to go outside and run. Lift some weights, nigga. Get your mind right.
But the problem with that is, some people's mindset, they might be only doing it for the wrong thing. So then they go and do these weights, and then they just become a meathead and a gym bro. They just as bad.
They are.
Because they ain't the ones talking about, oh, you gotta eat X amount of protein and get your shit in, get your creatine. Oh, you want to lift, bro? You gotta get in the mirror and pump and shit. Look at this pump right here, nigga. Oh, you do push pull. I'm doing a bro slit. Like, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. I don't care about none of that. Get away from me. That shit grinds my gears too, man. Just gym niggas. Like, God, leave. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, bro, I'm in the gym so I can lose this gut, so I can lose this body fat. Fuck all this creatine, fuck all this gym bro shit. I'm doing what I can so I can look at myself in the mirror and be like, you know what? You look a little bit better than you did yesterday. And that's all I can ask for. So I can stop having heart palpitations and heart skips.
Dana, we need
I hate that. I hate people like that.
Bro, that get the fuck away from me was so that okay from the soul, nigga. Oh my god. I'm sorry that he got me.
Again, I just feel like I'm just ranting this whole time.
You're good. It's just hilarious.
That shit really pisses me off.
Oh man, I'm gonna go through a few more. They said they hate Southern hospitality. They hate work meetings that could have been an email. That's true. First it said they hate Dozy because he a loser and needs to do his punishment.
Damn, what Dozy do?
So we got a fantasy football league, and we always do whoever the loser is has to do a punishment. Like last year, the person who lost, they had to do 24 hours in Waffle House or IHOP, and each time they ate a pancake, it went through. This year, Dozy lost, so we was like, okay, what's the punishment gonna be? And we really didn't come up with one on the spot, but then we all agreed. We all pretty much said that, okay, you know when that dude was doing like almost like the day in the lives, but it was at Target. We were like, Dozy, you got to do one of those like at Target or a store. You got to do like at least 3 days. He just been dodging.
And he still ain't doing. See, that just takes the fun out of it. It's like, okay, if you're not going to participate, then what are we doing this for? Because it's not the love of the game.
Yeah. All right. A few more things you hate as an adult. People who don't signal when they're turning. That does
kind of. I hate when people do that, and then it causes. It's almost like they're cutting me off. Like I'm the kind of driver that drives for other people, so I'm not really speeding like that. Like if I see someone, merging, I can tell when people like merging and tendencies of drivers and stuff like that. Just from driving in Houston all my life, and it's like I believe you can drive in Houston, you can drive anywhere.
For sure.
Kansas City drivers cannot drive.
For real?
They could not. But the thing is, they drive like they don't have anywhere to be. And it's like so many rear ends or other things that happen up here. People not paying attention, or people are just, not driving with a purpose. And another thing I hate, I don't know if this was in there, but one thing I hate as an adult, when cars are like this in the lanes, like there's a car in the front and then there's a car in the back, but they don't leave any space for anyone that is going faster than them to get around that. They're just stuck.
And it's like they're doing that shit on purpose.
I'm like, if y'all don't move around, one of y'all got to speed up. Because I can't be doing this. That's something that Kansas City drivers do religiously. It's shit like that. And I hate it. I'm like, bro. Because, Houston, if it's like this, someone is going to speed up.
Someone's zooming.
Someone's zooming forward to leave that space open. So I'll always make sure if I catch myself about to do that and I see someone on my left or right, speeding up faster, I always leave at least a car's length of space for that person to maneuver through there. If I know I'm not gonna close that distance and pass them. People just don't drive like that, especially up here. I'm like, bro, y'all need to make a decision. Y'all can't just be like this in each other's blind spot like that.
No, man. I'm gonna read like two more. Okay, things they hate. They said 2-in-1 body wash, organized fun. They said
organized fun.
Yeah.
I do hate to. Someone told me that they use that, and one of my coworker friends actually, and I had pity for him because I'm like, bro, like you can't be doing that. That's lazy. I told him that. I was laughing. I'm like, bro, you can't have no 2-in-1 shampoo, conditioner shit. You gotta have the other bottles because half the time that shit ain't. It's not doing what it's meant to do in your hair. And they're one of these, but it's okay. That's why they have me in there to help them learn the shit. I'm like, you can't have like them 3-in-1, 5-in-1s. No, get your shampoo bottle, your conditioner bottle, put your shampoo in, rinse it out, put your conditioner in there, wash yourself, rinse the conditioner out at the end, let it sit in there for a little bit, then dry off and go about your business. But
no, have you ever seen a damn, I think it was one thing online. It was like a 17-in-1.
Yeah, Dr. Bronner's. Yeah, you're cleaning with battery acid. Them Dr. Bronner shits are them shit that them 17-in-1s. It's like, oh yeah, you can use it as a soap, conditioner. You can use it as
use that bitch for car wash.
You can use it as fucking your laundry detergent. You can use it as dish detergent. And I'm like, what is in this bottle? Yeah, Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 hemp pure Castell's liquid soap. And a lot of people were using that peppermint and was like, man, this shit got me clean, man. This shit got me clean.
I hope it got
Some of the shit would have people getting their skin bleached. That's how strong this shit was. And I'm like, that's when we got to calm down. Like, if shit is bleaching my skin because of how strong it is, I love my dark skin. I don't want to get any lighter. So anything that I see or someone says a review and it's like, yeah, this is bleaching my skin or I'm getting like skin spots and shit, get that away from me. I don't want it. I'm not trying to be like Michael Jackson. I love my dark skin. But yeah. The 18-in-1s. It's like, oh shit.
All right, the last two. Things you hate as an adult. People who lack common sense. People who make excuses.
Yeah, I mean, so it all up, it again. Those are character traits of lame ass individuals. Some of them don't lack common sense, or some of them just don't understand like social awareness.
Yeah, and it's crazy. A lot of people, I won't say a lot because it is some very stupid people in the world. God help them, but some people actively, I feel like they actively turn off their common sense. I feel like they're trying so hard not to like notice shit or not to like understand stuff that they make themselves dumb.
It just all boils down to, what Ice Cube said in Boys of the Hood. Either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on. And he said the hood, but that could be applied to anything. That could be applied to life or whatever. It's like they either don't know, don't show, or don't care. And some of them I think it's even more flagrant for the ones that just don't care or just, like you said, are purposely like trying to not have some common sense in the situation. Because it's like, okay, now you're just looking to argue. And I don't like that. I don't like just arguing just to argue. Like, we have a disagreement, we can talk about it. But if it's getting to the point where we're just arguing, I'm like, okay, whatever. You got it.
Yeah. Especially if we just talking or arguing and it's no understanding. Because I can talk to somebody and I can know very early on if we're having like, I wouldn't say disagreement, if we having different viewpoints on opinions, and I can tell they not gonna receive anything I say, I'm like, we can kill this right now, man. I'm not wasting my time.
Exactly.
But that was pretty much all the questions. There was a few more, but we kind of covered them here and there as we talked about other stuff.
Those are some good ones. Those are some really good ones. Appreciate everyone for sending in those questions. It was really fun reading them and everyone's response. For that person who has a problem with Feeq, we just like to ask like why. Feeq is a nice, genuine person.
Just
he doesn't
DM
hurt
us.
anybody. And we will find you and we will take you. But next, we're just gonna go over some quick shows we both watched. Kaiju number 8 is a newer anime that came out like last month, and it's currently 7 episodes in. I've been watching it. You been watching it too, or are you just kind of familiar with the manga?
I read some of it, so I think it's about to catch up to where I stopped reading, but I know pretty much everything that's going on so far, so I'm caught up enough.
Yeah. So he was the main character, Kafka. He's an older individual. He's like 32, which I think is interesting because they definitely joke on him about that a lot, call him old man and geezer and stuff. And it just, on a tangent, it makes me think like, damn, if I get to 30, people are gonna look at me like I'm an old man. Like most people look at 30 like that's their prime. Amen. But yeah, he's an older MC. He in this world in Japan, kaijus are a regulatory thing. They come up and whatever and destroy shit. So there's a defense system. There's a defense force that just goes and takes them out. And after they're done, is when the cleaning crew,
the trash
comes
man,
in and all them and just cleans all the aftermath, which is what he was in. But he was trying to get in the defense force. He ends up joining in the defense force, but before even he does that, he gets this kaiju bug gets inside of him and turns him, and now he can turn into a kaiju and is learning how to do that.
And for people that don't know what a kaiju is, it's what Godzilla and King Kong are classified as: giant monsters.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Feeq, how you liking the series so far? How are you liking the characters, and what are some things you think where you think like the story's kind of going towards?
Okay. I enjoy the show, and I think one thing I really like is in the defense unit, how they kind of have, I don't know how it looks in the anime yet, but I know in the manga they kind of did it almost like, I think the easiest thing to say is Demon Slayer, how they had like different forms of their attacks. So I don't know if they kind of said that in the anime or anything like that. 'Cause I know, girl, who's the daughter of like the head of defense, she's cold.
She is. And part of me is almost like, is she just cold because she has this little exosuit on and it's amplifying the suit, or she just built like that?
I think it's a mix of both, because I don't think I've seen anybody fight without an exosuit at all in a manga. I don't know if they have. I'm not caught up. But nah, some of them are just, I think some of them are just that cold, and the suits just makes them that much crazier. Like old dude who got the fucking closed eyes, he's insane. And then an old girl that was friends with Kafka.
Like a glimpse of his swordplay, and I'm like,
they only seen a glimpse. Oh no, when he gets active, Levi type active, it's insane.
That's funny. But yeah, Kaiju number 8. We did have X-Men 97 on here, but we can move that to another episode because we're kind of already an hour in, and probably I want to spend a little bit more time on that.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the next segment of the show, which is our Like It, Love It, Redacted. Just a refresher, we read off some headlines to the group, and we see if we like it, love it, or redact it. So the first one, dealing with X-Men 97. Season 2 is currently in post-production. Marvel Studios will hire a new head writer for Season 3, says Brad Winderbaum. Quote, we will have a new head writer for Season 3. We are honoring Bo's ideas for the second season. Bo DeMaio was the original showrunner for, head writer and showrunner for X-Men 97, but was fired abruptly, like 2 or 3 days before the show actually came out, which I don't think we still know.
I was going to say, they still never said, right?
Which is very telling. So, like, they're not bringing him back, and we don't know why. He must have done some shit.
Yeah, it's either it was either just like it's two sides. It was either just like they let him go because they racist, or it was like that man did some unholy stuff, and they were like, "Yeah, we need to sweep this under the rug." So,
yeah, now it was some like reports around that saying like, "Oh, he was very hard to work with, kind of mean around like other people." But it's like he's been on other projects. I think he was, if I'm not mistaken, he's been on multiple MCU projects before X-Men 97. I just don't remember which one. So it's not like this is new shit if it was his character. And apparently the reason why they fired him was apparently, I guess Disney found his like OnlyFans shit or something. That's one that I've heard. I don't know if that's legit or not, but yeah. Back to the thing. Do we like this, love it, or redact it?
I mean, I guess we gonna have to like it because like they about to change it. I'm kind of indifferent. I mean, like,
I would say I like it, especially with how season 1 turned out, and especially since they're honoring his, season 2 ideas, so they're going for that. They're not changing anything. Because the way just to kind of talk about X-Men 97, the way season 2 ended, we're going into Apocalypse, like that whole run. And if it's written and done anything like how season 1 was, it's going to be amazing. So as long as, like they said, are staying true to that, they're honoring his ideas, they're not changing anything. And I know, like, before he got fired, he already had season 2 written.
Yeah.
So, like, that was done. That's not changing. He was working on season 3 before he got fired. And then, yeah, they gave him that pink slip. But, yeah, so I say I like this, especially if they're staying true to his ideas and not changing any. So the next one, the new Marvel television rebranding will allow audiences to decide what they want to watch without MCU continuity obligations. A quote from Brad Winderbaum: "You could jump in anywhere. They're interconnected, but they're not. You don't have to watch A to enjoy B." The quote is a lot longer than what I'm reading right now, but at the end he said you can follow your own preferences. So, do we like this, love it, or redact it?
We love it because, like I've said for the past few weeks, I still have not watched Echo. I need to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I swear I'm gonna watch it. But I like that. I like that it's giving people. It's taken away from that feel of like almost like a chore, damn near, of like, dang, I gotta watch these 3 shows to understand this. I need to make sure I watch this show before I go watch this movie. It's taking away that feel of like the regular watcher feeling like, oh man, I gotta go through all this stuff before I can actually enjoy something I want to.
Yep, I will say love it as well. I'll say like it just because like this is good what they're saying, and I'm glad that they have like this different rebranding, like the different studios over different things, like their Marvel Television and their Marvel Animation and their Marvel Studios now. It's just like, to me, they still haven't really shown, outside of Loki and, well, now X-Men 97, that they can really put on some good live action shit. Because they still got Agatha. They need to throw that in the trash.
Bro.
I'm sorry. They need to throw that away.
I'm
There's
glad.
nothing you can tell me
I'm glad you said
that
it.
is going to make me believe this show is going to be any good.
I'm glad
So
you
we got
said
that.
it.
And this next one we're about to talk about, What If. I mean, What If season 1 was good? What If season 2 was kind of like there?
I don't even think I watched
like,
all of What If season 2.
You probably didn't, and I'm not mad if you did, because it was just kind of like, some of them episodes weren't really entertaining, and they didn't really drive, I guess, the main plot of that season.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see what If season 3 is. So we'll just go ahead and get into this next one. So What If season 3 will likely be the next Marvel animation project. So the next one to come out since 97 ended. Quote again from Brad Winterbaum. I think this is all from the same Marvel Expo that they had a couple weeks, if not months ago. This is the culmination of a trilogy. We are actually close to completing this one. Do we like this, love it, or redact it?
What does he mean? It's a culmination of a trilogy. He just mean the seasons in general, or like something else?
I guess like it's after season 3, it's done.
Oh, okay. I'll say like. Actually, I don't want to say either one.
You're just indifferent.
Yeah, I'll watch it probably, maybe, but kind of. I really don't know about What If. I gotta finish. If I finish season 2, I could probably give a better answer. But you already just said it was kind of just there. So if it's like season 1, we'll say I like it.
Yeah, I guess I'll say redacted off the sense of, what if season 3, what if as a concept and show shouldn't be ending? Like, you can still make, there's a whole bunch of different ideas you can use with What If. And like, this is something that this could be like their cash cow for X amount of years on whatever they want to do. And the fact that it's seeming like it's ending after this season, makes me think whatever ends after this is probably going to lead straight into Secret Wars, and B, I guess they are kind of tired of. They probably saw the success of X-Men 97 and it's like, you know what? We don't need to be focusing on What If. Let's focus on what's making us money, and that's X-Men and Spider-Man.
I think the problem with What If, granted, I haven't watched the second season, is that one, it's like, what if could be like top tier, like anything, because it could just be straight fan service to like do anything.
It literally is. It could literally be fan service.
Yeah, but right now they kind of done it like, it was one episode, I swear it was like a Christmas episode, and that was so boring.
It was.
Like,
it was very boring.
Like, don't do no Christmas, no holiday stuff. Just have that nigga Hulk goddamn fighting anybody. Have people fight, like, whatever.
Do whatever you want in these episodes.
Yeah.
Or have the audience like submit whatever they want to see, or just do like old What If comics. But a part of that is half of these characters they don't own outright.
They need to do What If Wolverine had the Phoenix Force.
Yeah, and I think another thing is like a lot of people didn't really like the animation style of What If.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was okay, but that juxtaposed with X-Men 97, those are night and day.
Oh yeah, no. That What If, I will say that What If animation style definitely took some getting used to for that first season. Like the first few episodes, I said, "Oh, this is very different."
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll say redacted just off that. Yeah, the next one Marvel Comics announces a Predator versus Black Panther. Announces Predator versus Black Panther, a 4-issue crossover launching this August from Predator versus Wolverine. Writer. So the same writers that wrote Predator versus Wolverine, which are Benjamin Piercy, and Chris Allen, are writing Predator versus Wolverine. Love it. Love it. Predator versus Wolverine. I watched like some comic story and videos on it, so read like I'll say I read it audiobook.
There you go.
Audiobook. And that shit, that was great. That was some great stuff. And it's like that's what's great about the Predator and that Predator franchise. We talked about this before on a pod. It's just you can stick the Predator in almost anything and it works. I would love to see a Black Panther versus Predator movie. It can be a regular Black Panther movie. You know, they trying to find vibranium. You know, they're fighting XYZ, and then the Predator shows up. The Predator shows up, and now he flips everything on its head, and now you got Black Panther versus the Predator.
Nah, they need to.
I'm really excited to kind of follow along this story and see where this goes.
Yeah, just put Predator against like every like hitman in the MCU.
Hell, I'm sure they should do a Predator versus Spider-Man. Have Predator versus Spider-Man, and then Kraven come in there, and then now he's Kraven versus the Predator with Spider-Man in the middle. Man,
the Predator versus Venom.
Predator versus Venom. Predator versus fucking
Deadpool.
The Hulk. Like,
just throw, bro.
The stories just write themselves.
This is what If needs to be doing.
Exactly. But next is Kraven Hunter. Speaking of Kraven Hunter was delayed to December because Sony believes people will spend it, quote, over and over again. Nigga. Redacted!
Destroy it.
Are you fucking serious?
Destroy it.
You can't be
Burn
serious.
it.
My thing is, I could have sworn, correct me if I'm wrong, I could have sworn that this was moved up in a way in October because they didn't want it competing with the elections, quote unquote. They didn't want Kraven Hunter competing with the upcoming elections. Now it's delayed because they're so confident people are just going to be watching, just going back to the theater and watching it over and over again. Feeq, when was the last time you've ever watched a movie a second time? When was the last time you watched a movie a second time in the theater?
The last movie I watched a second time? Good God.
That you went back to the theater to see again.
Maybe like Endgame. Maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know it was pre-pandemic.
For me, it was Spider-Man No Way Home. But no. Yeah, it was Spider-Man No Way Home. But still, like, that was years ago. People are not going to the theater. People are not watching movies like that in the theater
and
again.
Niggas ain't watching Kraven. Niggas going to see fucking Kraven? That bad accent he doing. Man.
You're telling me people are going to watch Kraven twice in the theater? Yeah.
If you watch Kraven twice, you got a humiliation kink. Go seek help. What?
Redacted,
burn it.
There's no way they're serious.
I don't know. I thought that movie wasn't even coming out anymore for a second. I had it heard and I said, good. Keep it away. He got bit by a radioactive lion. Shut up.
And the last one, this one is kind of just interesting. Reportedly, a 10-year-old Peter Parker will appear in Venom: The Last Dance. Redacted.
Don't put Peter Parker anywhere in that.
Redacted. But at this point, it's too late. It's too late. And the fact that he's 10 years old, are you serious? Y'all don't have the balls to even put in a Spider-Man in here that's of age. He got to be 10. It could be any kid. My thing is, what is the significance of this Peter Parker?
That's what I'm saying. What does this add to the plot? I bet it don't add jack shit.
Shit. It doesn't add anything.
You could have had a very decent movie, and now you're doing this nut shit.
And then going back to the whole going to see movies in theaters, such and such. Y'all don't be making movies like that. Venom was the last movie. I don't know about last. Let me not talk about my ass. But Venom, the first one, made $1 billion. The second one, people went to see off the strength of the first one, and it didn't do as well as the first one did. So it's like you're doing this now. At this point, it's damn near like clickbait. Spider-Man. We got Spider-Man. Remember, we got Spider-Man. We got his characters. Remember, we got Spider-Man. Yeah, he's in this bitch too. He ain't just got Miles. Okay. Fool me once, shame on you. No, sir. Yeah, redacted. I'm like, my thing is, what is this, like we said, what is this movie going to be about where it's going to involve a 10-year-old Peter Parker? Maybe it's an alternate universe. And it's like,
my thing is like, I fuck with Tom Hardy's Venom.
I do too.
I think he a great actor. I think he's doing the role well. They just not writing this shit good for him right now. I feel like they set him up for failure.
Writing it downhill.
I feel like they setting him up for failure.
Yes.
Which seems like a very trending thing they do with actors that they get for these characters that they try to make into a universe.
And the problem is Sony never learns the right lessons from these big movies involving their Spider characters. Like Venom, the first one, Into the Spider-Verse. Now they got lucky. They struck lightning in a bottle twice with Into the Spider-Verse and Beyond and Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know. They're gonna hit it 3 times with Beyond the Spider-Verse. We'll see, but I'm hard pressed to believe that. So, with Craven, Madam Web, don't even get me started on that shit. And just Venom 3, it's just all trending down. And then even the last news we talked about on the last pod with the Silk show getting canceled.
Oh yeah.
It's just not looking good, which is why I'm going to say it again till the cows come home. Marvel Studios, y'all know what y'all need to do. Y'all know what y'all need to do. I don't give a fuck how much Spider-Man costs. Y'all know what y'all need to do. Restructure his deal and buy Spider-Man. Just take them away from Sony. Because my plan is, well, not my plan, but what I think their plan is, at the end of this Venom movie, they're trying to set up a Sony Spider-Man, and then Tom Holland will be MCU Spider-Man. Whether that's Sony Spider-Man is Miles or whoever, whatever. Then they have MCU Spider-Man. I think they're trying to have 2 Spider-Man. Which, okay. But it's just like, y'all are so timid to even mention the name Spider-Man in y'all's movies. It's freaking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And y'all think these movies are doing well off the strength of Spider-Man not being there. It's at this point, people are not going to watch these movies if it doesn't have any Spider-Man in it. These characters are not strong enough. Venom is maybe the only one. You're not getting people to watch a Morbius without Spider-Man in it. You're not getting people to watch Madam Web without Spider-Man in it.
You ain't getting niggas to watch Craven.
The reason why people were, Huh?
I said, you're not getting niggas to watch Craven.
Exactly. And the only story where people really like Craven is when he kills Spider-Man. Craven's Last Hunt. You're not doing that in the movie. So it's like, what are we doing? You get him bit by a radioactive lion?
Was that Morbius? Was that Morbius or which movie was it where at the end, fucking Vulture pulled up on, it was somebody after
Yeah, it was Morbius.
I hate that fucking scene, bro. Every fiber of my body hates that scene, bro. Cause I was watching that movie and I was like,
we saw it together. Yeah. I remember that.
I was like, okay, niggas said this movie was bad. I said, granted, it is bad, but it's like bad watchable. Like there's movies that are like terrible, but you can watch them. I said, okay, this one is bad watchable. Nigga, that scene came up. I don't know what just the disgust of seeing that scene, boy. I was so mad. Boy. Fuck Sony, bro.
Oh my gosh. That is actually hilarious. But yes, those are our list of headlines for Like a Little Redacted. So now we'll be getting into our next segment, which is that bag. Please cue the music. Yeah, bitch, I'm in my bag. Yeah, bag, bitch, I just made a bag. Yeah, bag, bitch, I just made a bag. Yeah, bag of beef, bag. So to get our bag topic for this week is excluding X-Men, Daredevil, and Batman. Which character / team with the big two, meaning Marvel or DC, should the Ninja Turtles cross over with? First one that comes to mind is Spider-Man.
Same.
For me. Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles crossover would be... That'd be hilarious. That'd be great. They could each talk about like their own, like, oh, what area of New York is better, whatever, while fighting Kingpin and the Shredder. So that one comes to mind for me.
I was thinking Luke Cage or Iron Fist.
Yeah. That'd be a good one too. Especially Iron Fist.
Low key.
Iron Fist fighting the Foot Clan.
That would be funny. Low key Nightwing.
That would be a good one too. Or like just Titans. Like the Titans team teaming up with the Ninja Turtles.
They would show up and they would think it's Beast Boy at first, but then they'd see 4 and they'd be like, what the hell is going on?
What the hell? Like being that Beast Boy, like, I'm right here, guys. I'm like, if you're over here, what are these niggas doing? That'd be a good one.
It was a goofy character. They could team up with Deadpool.
That would be.
Raph would hate that nigga though. Raph, Mikey. I think Mikey would love him, but I think Raph would just hate him.
Yeah, Raph would hate Deadpool. You got the Ninja Turtles in Africa. Like, look, man, I don't care about your vibranium, but where's the pizza at?
They're gonna be eating jollof.
You got Mike in that bitch, so they gonna be shut.
Oh goodness. Oh, I'm trying to think. Could they work with the Fantastic Four?
They could. They in New York too. Got Fantastic Four, 4 turtles. Find Dr. Doom with the power of the Foot Clan.
Dr. Doom and Shredder would be a crazy duo.
That would be. That's dangerous.
The Ninja Turtles with G.I. Joe. The G.I. Joes.
You got them with Snake Eyes fighting in Duke. That will be an interesting team up. You got Ninja Turtles and Transformers.
Ooh, I'd pay money. I'd pay top dollar for that.
I would pay money, and that movie would be ass.
That movie would be bad. But I'd be in that bitch front and center.
I know we said on our get our bags who would win, but I could see a Punisher and Ninja Turtles team up.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. The first time they see Punisher kill somebody for real, they like, hey yo, Raph gonna be the only one. It'd be like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I got one. I was asked this yesterday. I want to hear your thoughts. So Planet of the Apes and everything, right? Someone said, can Caesar say nigga? My only question was, I said, if it's the Planet of the Apes, who gonna stop him?
That is very true. No, he can't. But to your point, who's gonna stop him? He can't say it, but no one is gonna stop him. He would kill him. I'd be like, you can't say that, pal. You have Koba with that gas. Koba. Shoot me. Now Koba can say nigga. Caesar cannot.
I respect that.
But yeah. That any other ones are?
Nah, that was all I had.
That being said, we will get into our final segment of the day, and that is our redacted rule. I'm just thinking of like the one with Cam when he's like, go harder. That shit still cracks me up to this day. That shit was so funny. But Feeq, what is your redacted rule for the pod?
Redacted rule for the pod. Use your common sense and don't run from it. Please use your common sense.
And mine is to hold your peers accountable, especially if they doing some lame shit. It all goes back to the lame and lose. If you're just hold your lame niggas and losers that you think are in your circle accountable. If you see them treading or going towards that path, you need to shame and embarrass them, clown them, make them not want to do it. We need to bring back shame and embarrassment to stop these niggas doing this dumb shit and turning into lame niggas and losers. So, yes, if you have a peer or you know someone that's treading down that dark path, you need to get on their ass. And they will respect you for it in the long run because they will not turn out to be lame. But with that being said, it's been a great episode. Thank you to everybody who submitted their responses. And it was really fun reading all of them. And make sure, again, that you guys are really engaging with the Reels and IG and TikToks. Share us, rate us a 5-star. Spread us via word of mouth and things of that nature. And with that being said, it's been your boy Dana Dane.
It's been your boy Feeq.
And we out.
Peace.
Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4-5, jump in the ass, my crew. Yeah, I'm stepping with a fed, keep it all of the hoes on mute. Pull a little part, could be yellow with a brew. 48 for a quick burst. Crazy 8s in the back, yeah, the trunk on hot like a cube. 40 on me when I'm in the backseat. Blotter, paper pre-cut. Chris make juice, it'll drop like ink. Chain came with a clean plate, came with a sink. The Parator came with a mink. Tricones white like paint. My hoe by the hoe, cause she know it's my king. Hit on my side, cause I drop a song. Think you should hit up the link. The phenotype came from the pink Colombian thing. Yeah, the genetics unique. Cellular right on the beat. I'm teaching the hoe like I'm Play-Doh. I got the veggies like by the tomato. You got a basic hoe making Alfredo. I put a bag on a hoe my payroll. I get active at night, then I lay low. The salmon was breaded with panko. Struck in my soup, I believe it was Mako. Got my Soviet clutching the Draco. It was bacon, we taking your cake. tree like a poplar. Up in that 10